Hello creatives! In this video, I'll share with you Robert Kiyosaki's top 6 rules of money. I have been reading Kiyosaki's finance books for years, and I must confess I'm amazed by his top 6 rules of money. You've gotta check out rule number 2. It's Kiyosaki's best kept secret. The name Robert Kiyosaki is not new in the business world and in the writing sector. This American investor is the proud funder of Rich Dad Company and Rich Global LLC. Most people, however, know him as a New York Times bestseller following his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which has sold more than 32 million copies globally. Though Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the most successful book on Kiyosaki's resume, he also has several New York Times big hitters. Among them is Why We Want to Be Rich, a book he co-authored with President Donald Trump. Mr. Kiyosaki is also a motivational speaker. More than anything, he is worth $100 million, according to Celebrity Net Worth. According to him, there must be some self-governing rules regarding money, which brings us to today's video title. So, what are Robert Kiyosaki's top 6 rules of money? Let me break them down for you. But before then, if you're new here, consider subscribing to this channel and continue receiving great videos like this. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can get informed every time I publish a new video. Here we go. Rule number 1. Understand the types of cash flow. According to Kiyosaki, incomes belong to one of these categories, popularly known as cash quadrants: employee quadrant, self-employed quadrant, business quadrant, and investor quadrant. Let's start with the first quadrant, the employee quadrant. People in this quadrant are on a 9-to-5 job. It's easier. They're working for the government or for a company. That means they work for money and not vice versa. That makes it impossible to get rich in this quadrant. As you know, you can't make money working for someone. That's why Kiyosaki likes quoting, "Don't work for money, make it work for you." Robert argues that since employees trade their valuable time for income, they prioritize safety over income flow. Those people would rather wait for a small paycheck at the end of the month instead of taking a risk with potential wealth. The second quadrant, the self-employed quadrant. This quadrant is occupied by current business owners who, at one point, took a risk and are now self-sustained. Like employees, the self-employed also trade time for income. Interestingly, they are likely to put in more hours than employees. However, the difference is that they have a higher chance of making more money, but sadly are not yet at the level of financial freedom. According to Robert, it's at this quadrant that the most successful business owners started. So, it's a crucial step to moving to our next quadrant, the business quadrant. Now let's talk about the business quadrant. Here, Kiyosaki explains that financial freedom is all about turning your business into a cash flow producing asset. In this case, you take profits from the business and use them to grow your assets while building working systems. That means you put your business in a position where it can run without you. So the business gets to operate and bring in income whether you turn up to work or not. That goes along with Robert's famous words, "Design a business that doesn't need you to continue raising capital." Entrepreneurs in this quadrant can afford to play golf on a Monday morning, confident that their businesses will bring in money at the end of the day. Lastly, let's talk about the pinnacle, where people like Robert Kiyosaki, Warren Buffett, and Michael Bloomberg belong. According to Kiyosaki, the investor quadrant is all about using money to get more money. To get more money. Robert describes investors as people with negotiation power and absolute financial control over investment opportunities. So these people have the luxury to invest in large assets, knowing that it translates to more money in the long run. Rule number 2. Trade cash for assets. So many people are complaining about the volatility of the dollar. That's part of the reason why Robert Kiyosaki advocates for assets over cash. Instead of having so much money lying in the bank or somewhere in a safe, invest in cash flow assets. If you buy dividend-paying stock, for example, you don't have to wait to sell. Instead, you start making money passively as you hold your stock. The same goes for rental property or an income-generating website. Generally, what Kiyosaki is trying to say is that it's better to put money in an asset that earns you passive income. In that respect, you'll be making money while you sleep. More importantly, you don't have to complain like most people about the dollar losing ground. As Kiyosaki would say, work hard for passive income. Rule number 3, separate assets from liabilities. Robert's favorite quote, "It's more important to grow your income than cut your expenses," summarizes the rule of money. While the rich clearly understand how to distinguish assets from liabilities, the not-so-rich do not. But before we can go any further, I'm obliged to explain the two terms. An asset is anything that brings you money. If you have a rental house, it qualifies as an asset since you receive rent monthly. A liability, on the other hand, is anything that takes money away from you. So it's the exact opposite of an asset. A good example is when you have to fuel your car every day. So what is Kiyosaki's advice in this rule? According to Kiyosaki, you can only be rich if you limit your liabilities and grow your assets. Simply put, you have to make more money than you spend. So, does that mean you shouldn't go on a luxurious trip once in a while? No. The takeaway is that your assets should comfortably pay for the liabilities. It's not a matter of avoiding the liabilities entirely, but keeping them low. Rule number 4, protect your assets. Kiyosaki not only insists on the need to create and grow your assets, but also to protect them. According to him, the best way to safeguard your wealth is to use various business entities. If you start a business today as a single person, it automatically falls in the sole proprietorship category. According to Kiyosaki, there is a risk of running this kind of business. That's because your business assets are not protected. If someone decides to take your business to court, your personal assets also become susceptible. Simply put, someone could come and take you for all you've got. Kiyosaki advises that you should convert your sole proprietorship into a limited liability company. This kind of business entity protects your business assets and separates them from personal assets. So someone malicious won't be able to come after your business assets if you commit a financial slip-up. But if they manage to do it, then your personal assets will be safe. Rule number 5. Make money using your debt. Not all debts are bad. There's bad debt, money you borrow to buy a depreciating asset like a car or clothing. And credit card also falls into the bad debt category. But there is good debt, which is essentially the money you borrow to improve your net worth. For example, if you obtain a loan to start a small business, invest in real estate, or further your education, that counts as good debt. So, Kiyosaki is talking about leveraging the opportunities that good debt presents. If, for example, you start a small business with a loan, you can pay the loan back and still have enough to reinvest. Rule number 6. Understand your taxes. Taxes are enormous deductions in one's earnings, but we must pay Uncle Sam his due. However, the biggest issue is that some people pay more taxes than others, even though the latter may be making more money. So why is that the case? According to Kiyosaki, big companies obtain tax incentives for one reason. They help to create a more sustainable and better economy. The government is essentially trying to tell them that they should continue creating jobs, building infrastructure, etc., without worrying about taxes. In consequence, they concentrate more on building equity and not cash. That, in the long run, comes with several benefits, of which tax deductions are among them. In conclusion, with Robert Kiyosaki's top 6 rules of money, you have a driving force to make money and protect it. Whether you are in the employee quadrant or the self-employed quadrant, it's not too late to ascend the ladder and get to where Robert is, the investor quadrant. I know this video is exciting and you loved it. Check out these other interesting videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, you're definitely missing out. See you in the next one.